Thanks for joining me. I'm Aaron Rutten, and today I'll be showcasing the artwork that my fans submitted for my monthly group art challenge at patreon.com/AaronRutten. The theme for March, as chosen by my patrons, was birds. I'm really excited about this month's group art challenge because we have a lot of participants this time around. First up is Radiant Rooster by Amanda. And Amanda used my custom iridescent brush for Corel Painter, along with Distorto and the selection tool. And I think this rooster turned out great. It's very vibrant and colorful. That solid black background really helps those colors just pop right out. And I like the style that you chose for this. It's kind of smudgy and drippy, something I don't see a whole lot in rooster art. Rooster art, is that a thing? It is now. But seriously, this is a very unique and interesting painting, and I really like the way it turned out. Thanks for sharing, Amanda. Gary Rowe has a painting of birds for us, and this is an abstract painting of swans. This image is based on a photograph that Gary took in their living room of brass swans on a marbled background. I think it's really cool how all the brushstrokes kind of swirl and blend together. It's in a nice impressionistic style. The muted pastel colors of the swans are complemented nicely by that vibrant color that's in the background. Keep up the great work, Gary. Linda Boswell has a painting of flamingos for us, and I appreciate all the detail that went into this. There are about, 38 flamingos there, so I know a lot of work went into this. I like that the flamingos in the foreground are more detailed, and then as you move into the background, they start to get more and more out of focus. So that keeps the focus on the foreground subjects. Those lush green colors in the background really work well to complement the color of the flamingos. This one turned out really great, Linda. Michael Worthington's bird is up next, and this is a cardinal. Michael says that this is one of the first animals that he's ever drawn, and I think that it turned out great. The background being soft and out of focus really helps that cardinal stand out. It puts all the focus on the subject, and you don't get too distracted by the background. The background colors being muted also really helps that foreground color of the bright red bird really pop out. It's an excellent composition, and I think it's a great bird for being one of your first animal drawings. Thanks for sharing, Michael. Moving on to the next painting, it's by Sherry McBriar, and this is some sort of bird. Forgive me for not knowing the exact kind of bird, but it's a really colorful, really interesting looking bird. And I really like the way that Sherry did the feathers. They have really nice brush strokes that look like nice realistic feathers. The background is really cool. It's kind of spongy and painterly with all the different dabs. The whole painting really has a nice painterly look to it. I love the way that this one turned out, Sherry. Soraya Udo has some finches for us, and these are zebra finches. Soraya says she really likes the sound that they make, and it makes her smile, and I agree. I used to have some zebra finches, and so I have a soft spot in my heart for them as well. Soraya did a great job with the composition, keeping the background kind of that simple wood pattern, and then the two birds are nestled together right there in the center, stacked on top of each other. There's a nice, almost kind of monochromatic color theme, where the colors of the birds remain in those kind of brown shades, and the background doesn't deviate from that. The arrangement of the birds in that kind of triangular shape is really nice. I feel like it kind of helps keep the focus in the center of the painting. You've done well, Soraya. Thanks for sharing. Steve Gunnery is up next, and he also has a painting of a cardinal. This cardinal's sitting on a fence, and I really like the way that Steve used the brush strokes to complement the texture and the form of the cardinal. For example, the brush strokes go along the feathers. The fence has some really nice wood textures as well. There's that vertical grain that goes down each plank of wood. And again, this is another example of the background being out of focus, which really brings the focus in towards the subject. It's a really great effect. Susan Schwartz has a toucan for us, and I really like the way that the brush strokes go all throughout the painting in kind of a Van Gogh style. That lends a lot of nice texture to the bird's feathers and to the branch that it's standing on. And it creates a really nice sense of movement. It keeps your eye moving around the piece, and it makes it very interesting to look at. It's also very colorful, and I like the way that those blues play off of the yellows in the painting. Great job as always, Susan. Thanks for sharing. Our last bird-themed painting is by Tom Iverson, and this is called Focused on the Task at Hand. Again, I don't know anything about birds. I'm the art guy, I'm not the bird guy, so I don't know exactly what this bird is. I think it's a golden eagle, but I could be wrong. Nevertheless, it turned out great. I like all the attention to detail that you put into the feathers. It looks very nice and layered and textured. And again, that background is out of focus. That seems to be kind of a common theme here, and that helps keep the focus on the subject in the center, but the background also has a kind of a sense of movement to it, so it almost looks like the camera or the person watching the bird is tracking the bird, and so the background is a little bit out of focus. You can't really focus on it, but it gives it a really nice sense of movement and adds some realism. Nicely done, Tom. Well, what do you say? Those were some excellent bird paintings, weren't they? A huge thanks to everyone who participated in the March Group Art Challenge. If any of you watching would like to join the next Group Art Challenge, you can sign up now at patreon.com/AaronRutten. And as always, if you enjoyed the artwork in this video, show your support to the artist by clicking the like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.